Have you ever seen a book with a bad cover and think to yourself, man? Well, I have the solution for you. I will be showing you how to rebind a book. For starters, you're going to need a lot of glue. And you might as well go ahead and grab the industrial size because if you're watching a girl rebind a book, then you're more than likely a crafter. Or my professor. Hey! See those little strips? Yeah, that's called a headband for some reason. But like many things, they used to have a purpose, and now it's absolutely useless. It is only for decoration. But this guy's important. He goes and reinforces the spine of the book. I wish I had something like that for my spine. I got scoliosis. But hey, between every step, it doesn't hurt to add a little bit more glue. So I started making books as a college elective. Stitching pages together is oddly enough therapeutic. Nothing calms the nerves like stabbing paper with a sharp tool. And hey, it's cheaper than therapy. Plus, I get a bug out of it. Oh, look at those clean, crisp edges. After reinforcing the spine, we're going to move on to the actual cover. I don't usually cut corners, unless it's to fold my cloth easier, or if there's a curve in my way. I'm kidding. Maybe. After reinforcing the spine, we are going to start making the cover. I already pre-cut everything so you don't have to see me stress out about getting the perfect lines. When you are cutting out your book board, make sure you add 1/16 to the sides for a little wiggle room for the pages. They like to boogie sometimes. When you're lathering up the book board with glue, make sure you get the edges. This helps the cloth to stick. Because it's glue. Laugh! Be sure to leave a gap between the sides and the spine. Dang, she's really getting into it. You're going to paste each piece down. Now is a good time to stretch the fabric and make it taut. I love that word. While you're cutting out the fabric, leave a little bit of cloth on the edge so you can glue and tuck them into bed. Go ahead and give it a little kiss on the forehead and wish it some sweet dreams. Place the glue high enough so that the fabric can have a good hold. Then, you're going to peanut butter and jelly spread out the fabric to lay it as flat as possible. Unlike my face, I'm in that stress out, breakout kind of era of my life. Hey, here's a life lesson. Don't take 3 summer college classes and work 4 jobs all at the same time. You're really stupid for that. Thanks. Now I'm gonna add some more glue. I bet you wish you got that industrial glue now, huh? This is for the edge of the fabric to help it lay down a little bit easier. It's just like putting a kid down to bed, but without all of the hassle of actually having a kid. I mean, unless you have like a fur baby, then there's still a challenge going to bed, but I guess the challenge is just late night zoomies. Here's where my bookbinding class lingo comes in handy. The fly paper holds the cover and the text block together. Fancy, right? Remember what we did with the book board and the fabric? That's right, we're gonna glue it down. Sometimes this process is very sad because we are covering up the first page, but it's with something pretty, so it makes up the difference. The paper I'm using is just regular paper from Hobby Lobby. I cut down the paper to match the size of the text block, so hopefully there shouldn't be any overhang. Hopefully. Hey, don't move that paper! Once it's on, it's on. Now let's do the exact same thing, but on the other side, so you can stick it to the cover. A good helpful tip is to make sure that the text block spine is pressed up against the cover spine, so that there's no gaps. Now let's repeat this process all over again, but on the other side of the block. I wanted to make this book in the first place for my friend whose birthday is coming up. This is a really, really good gift because it's all handmade. It is their favorite book, but with just a really cool cover. I met this friend about 3 years ago, and honestly, we're practically sisters at this point. Back to the book. When you're gluing everything down, make sure you go and hit that little spine in the back. While trying to avoid any gaps, be sure you press the flypaper firmly down to the cover. You may need to fiddle the paper just a little so it closes nice and neatly. After fiddling with the book to your heart's delight, be sure you put some weights down on top of it. Depending on the type of glue that you use, be sure that the weights are on top of it for at least 24 hours. And there we have it, a handcrafted, rebinded book. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this little journey of mine.